does anything. Despite I was okay. So okay, there we go. YouTube is connecting now. YouTube is connecting. It only works if I completely change the stream key, and I don't know why. I'll upload a thumbnail. I got a thumbnail ready for it. Somewhere. Calm down. I did have a thumbnail for it. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Gotta check all this stuff every time? Okay. Okay, I'm live on YouTube. Maybe. CPU is having a hard time keeping up, but we'll be fine. I just want the YouTube chat pop out option. Pop out chat, yeah, there we go. And kill the whole stream window so it's not running in the background. Okay, there we go. Hi, Ragdoll, what's up? Tiny fan, hey, I appreciate every fan. I appreciate every fan. I think I've seen you in... Yeah, I think you're in my Discord. If you are, stream's not gonna let me see it. Yes, Alex, you have fans too. Okay. YouTube is going fine enough, I think. Task Manager says we're at 45 CPU. I'm just going to completely kill Discord, actually. So that's not running around. Not too big of a power hog, but, you know, we gotta keep things stable. Okay. Things seem to be okay. For some reason, YouTube chat does not show in OBS. It is only Twitch chat. I can see YouTube chat on the preview screen. But I can't see it on OBS chat. So I have a separate window open for YouTube. Just the chat itself specifically. And then I just have to check on those as time goes on. Okay, I'm just monitoring things here, making sure we're not doing too much. Okay, is the media player going to cause a problem? I'd like for the media player to not cause a problem. Media player going from 20% to 0.5%, and it's just bouncing around there. I love technology, man. It never does what it wants it to. Okay. I actually have not properly coordinated Power Master development here. Oh, well, let me change. There is a new video out today. Back in April, I did a collaboration stream for my birthday. Between me, Kyle the Pug, Echo Hearts, and Bloopies and Rupees. We all played Mario Party together for my birthday, and I finally got around to compiling that video. So, link is in my Twitch description. Can I copy it and somehow put it in... Yeah, go ahead and check that out. Can I pin that? I can pin it. Hooray. Okay. There. That's there. Learning. Okay. Give me just a second here before we begin. Okay. Do you still want to say hi, dog? Do you still want to say something? Hi. What's up? He doesn't know what he's doing. Okay. I'm going to keep Windows Media Player up so music is playing and we're not just listening to dead silence. But if it becomes too much of a problem, I'll kill it. Let's turn on RPG Maker. And hopefully that doesn't make my computer burst into flames. Okay, that shows up. Good. Oh, my chat overlay hotkey doesn't work. Okay. Can I fix the hotkeys? Is that even a thing OBS can do? Streamlabs has this thing where if I hit a button, in my case the plus button on the number pad, a chat overlay will appear for me, where I can see chat regardless of whether I'm looking at OBS or not. Which is very useful. I don't know if OBS can do that, is the thing. I completely forgot about that until just now. Calm down. You're okay. I don't see it. I'm gonna have to look it up specifically to see what I can do. Okay. Let me start the game demo here real quick, so I can get that up. Because I want to change the size of this for you guys. Okay. Okay. So we're in a volcano. I kind of showed some of this beforehand, where if you jump into a pool of lava, you'll disintegrate and then die. Not all the time, though. It takes out a certain amount of health, but it can kill you if you don't have enough. And in the case of level 1 Stefan, you don't have enough. So, Stefan will just immediately die upon game start if we do that. Hi. You want to say hi? Come on. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey. What's down there that's so interesting, huh? Good. Gosh, okay. So Task Manager seems to be doing okay. I can only see... Oh no, OBS has a CPU reader. Okay, it's not updating as much as I would like it to, but whatever. Okay. Be good. Okay. I also cannot see the number of, the other thing that OBS doesn't do is it doesn't show me the number of people who are watching. I cannot see that on YouTube's end, I cannot see that on Twitch's end. Mix It Up gives me a watch count, but only for Twitch. And it looks like the user count for that on OBS's stream chat also only takes into account Twitch. So YouTube is there. Let me see if it's still working. Yes, okay. I'm going to assume things are working. Oh wait, did it just... Hold on. No, it's still working. Okay, trying to make sure everything actually, you know, works. So okay, doesn't show that. Okay. Okay, I'll have the stream up on my phone, so I can see if YouTube's end is just struggling or not. Okay. I'm really just making sure things are, whoops, working the right way. CPU's having a good time. Okay. CPU's okay. Okay, so RPG Maker does not seem to be taking up a whole lot of CPU power, which is good. OBS is really the main power hog, and from my test with this on, what day is it? I did testing on Wednesday. From my test on Wednesday, there were no problems with streaming from my Nintendo Switch, which makes sense. The Nintendo Switch does not use any computer power at all. Hi, dog. Your tail is hitting my arm. Don't lick your butt there. But it was getting a little bit dicey when I was testing out Twilight Princess, because that is through Dolphin, which is running on my computer, and that also takes up CPU resources, which is when things were getting a little bit weird. RPG Maker does not seem to be having that problem, which makes sense. It's a pretty low-powered application, but so Twilight Princess is really the one we gotta watch out for. Otherwise, everything seems to be working okay. Let me make sure all of these windows are working right. That one works right, okay. That one works okay. That one works okay. That one works. That's the one that gets a little bit more finicky. Alright, we're just testing things. Making sure everything works fine. Okay, so this is Vora Volcano. I spent quite a while on this stage. Mainly just trying to get the lava to work. And I found out that I made it work already in my previous game, which was the original version of this game, with the desert area. So I was looking for information on how to make the volcano work with respawn points. And Google brought up my question that I asked on RPG Maker forums regarding the same problem I was having earlier. So, so I was able to cover the lava in a range, in this case 7, and an active parallel process tile over here is taking into account the coordinates of the player and mapping those to specific variables tied to Bora Volcano. And by looking for the region ID and tying that with the map player coordinates, we set those numbers to 7, and anytime the player crosses a region ID of 7, they die. So it's I don't know if I explained that quite well, but and it's also the volcano rumbles every minute. So for the most part, I have this dungeon area pretty solidified for right now. I'm definitely going to expand on this more. I will improve on dungeons based on how many gems you have, which will add more traps and everything like that. So the further into the game you go, the more difficult the dungeons will get, is what I want to do. So even if you come to this dungeon at level 1, it'll look like this. But come back to here when you have 10 gems, and there'll be all these other traps and whatever. Or you can go right to the hardest difficulty on hard mode, which is going to be a completely rearranged version of the dungeon. But I'm not worried about all that right now, just the main dungeon. We also need to incorporate the boss. Where I'm at right now is putting in the boss. What I want to do is... I want to see view. Okay. Okay, just making sure YouTube is fine. Okay. Okay, so I had previously made, I showed this in my Discord, previously made a new enemy I'm calling Skelesaur. It's this lava bone dragon kind of thing. In my previous original game, this was just some kind of lava serpent. I wasn't entirely sure where I was going with the enemy at that point. I hadn't quite solidified things. But I knew I just wanted like some kind of lava dragon, like an Ocarina of Time. But I didn't want to actually use Ocarina of Time Clavagia, so my nose is itching. So I was just like, what if I made it bones? And so it's just this lava dragon. Everything is a placeholder for right now. I'm gonna max that HP out at 1 so I can kill it to test things. So what I want to do... hold on 1 second here. Okay. What I want to do is to have the player check this particular lava pool. You guys can see the mouse, right? Mouse shows up. It does not. Okay. Let me fix that here real quick then. Ad break in a minute. For the Twitch end, I don't know if that happens on the YouTube end. My phone does not get YouTube ads, so... it says capture cursor. Should be showing up. I don't know why it's not showing up. Okay, but this one particular lava pool right here. We need to have the player be able to check it. So what we want to do is we want to... I want to make a... I don't need to make a new asset for this, do I? Alright. Okay. Make that same as characters, so a player can actually run into them. Then... we want the screen to rumble, to shake. So what we're going to do... Take that as it is. Wrong one. We copy that over so we can mess with it. We'll have the screen shake for 3 seconds. There's 180 frames. And then for the screen to slowly, about the same. Also, we'll make the shake. Yeah, no, tint needs to be first. So we don't have to wait for the tint to happen. It'll tint and shake at the same time. And then return to normal in the same time frame. Put the player to that. We'll see just how that itself plays out. People are still launching fireworks over here? What the heck? It's not. It's the 11th. It's the week after Independence Day. Why are people still launching fireworks? Okay. Yeah, there's a monster up there. He can walk on lava. It's fine. He's supposed to do that. Alright, cool. Shows the cursor for the game, but not for the development side? Okay, cool. I don't even have a troop ready. Hold on. Okay, so for the enemies, you have to make the enemy, Give him a graphic, give him statistics, all that. He has no attacking skills right now. I will fix that in a minute. But then you also have to put him in a troop. For something for the game to pull. To determine exactly how many of this character is in a battle. And what about here? And basic attack, and also magic attack, and go great attack. So he has some physical skills. I forget what the flame skill does. Three random enemies. Okay. And drain. And quake. Okay, so yes, he has weapons or attacks. Now what we want to do here, because there's also a... There is a... what's it called? Setting in the game you can set to. Where... Nope. Where you can completely just avoid the battles altogether. And in which case, boss battles will just fade out, wait a second, and then fade back in and pretend everything went perfectly fine. Pretend the battle happened, you win, that's it. Why are you in the kennel? You're okay, but the fireworks aren't gonna get you. You're okay. Come here. You're okay. Come here. Tucker's hiding in his kennel because there's fireworks outside. He'll come out on his own time. Okay. Otherwise, we start a battle. With Skelesaur that we just assigned over here. And with boss battles, if you lose the boss battle, I have it assigned so there's a particular game over screen that happens if you lose to a boss battle. CPU usage still pretty good. On the heroes or heroes? and then dead. Game over. Okay, and if you win, there wasn't much. This guy is much of a conversationalist, so if you win against Skelesaur, we'll say absolutely nothing if text is also turned off, because you can do that. You can play the game in silence if you want to. Good. Otherwise, we will have change actor images. Everybody will be smiling. Code to activate the player face and the name of the character. You okay? And then on both cases, we need to mark Skelesaur as actually haven't been defeated. We need to make a new switch here. You guys can't see because the overlay for Windows is just dumb. In a new page, Skelesaur defeated, so we don't activate this again. You can also just fall back into the lava after beating Skelesaur. I'll make this a player touch, though. And we'll also change the rumbling to also not happen if Skelesaur is defeated. And then there's some other setup here to do. Hold on. If Skelesaur is defeated here, and you try to leave, we want you to be back in the right place. I'll put that in the wrong spot. Hold on. I goes here. So it checks to see the number of gems that you have, which determines the state of the town. And then it needs to check and see if you've already beaten Skelesaur. Which if you have, you'll go to the town perfectly fine, nothing's wrong. Or if you haven't at this point, then you go to the destroyed town. So we will that. These are respawn markers. So, let's play the game a little bit. So, this is Bora Volcano. If you jump into the lava and disintegrate, at this point, you will die. But if you had enough health, there'd be respawn markers to determine where it is you need to respawn to. Like if you jump into this pool, as of right now, just coming back down from Bora Volcano, the top, you just respawn back over here. If you came back up out of that hole over there, and then fell in the lava pool down there, you'd respawn back at the hole. So there's respawn points set up. Find a door key. Unlock the door. That is in Bora Volcano, because volcanoes have locked doors, right? Then get around. Let's avoid the enemies for right now, because I'm level 1. I shouldn't be here. So... the lava does pulse, and the volcano does rumble. The lava monsters can walk in lava, but the fire mages cannot. Open up this door. And now we're on this side of the map. We can activate the warp panel. Warp panel will take us to the entrance of the dungeon. Then we can take it back to the end of the dungeon. We touch the lava pool. We enter a fight with Skelesaur. Wait. That did not work. I don't know, why did that not work? There was supposed to be a fight here. And the answer is... difficulty is not 0. Why did that not play the boss battle? Oh. That's why. Okay, difficulty is supposed to be 1, not 0. 0, difficulty is just base game. I didn't set the number right. Okay, let's try it again. Let's just start over here. Alright. For real this time. There we go. That's what we want to see. Skelesaur. He has 1 HP. So as long as someone hits him, we're fine. Helen has immediately died. Defense is also really high. Okay, yeah, I'm very unprepared for this. Okay. Alright, let's zero out his stats. I'll worry about them later. I mean, I do need to rebalance the game and everything, so this is not a problem. Alright, then we just hit him. There, he's dead. Characters also get this like little flashy victory box. The character animations are some of my better work. Honestly, I really like how they turned out. Characters have their own unique animations during battles. They smile, or they get angry when they get hit, or they get surprised if the attack misses, if they dodge. Jennifer over here is like laughing. She's bouncing a bit, bouncing winks, and they all have this little color flashy speech bubble. It's fun. Everybody leveled up because I kept the experience the same. And then the volcano's gone quiet. Let's go tell Vora. Everyone's now level 8 from one battle. I can't heal and show you guys the lava, which at this point will just kill me. So yeah, you step into these little pools of lava and you die. So aside from Skelosaur's statistics itself, I've done all I really care about doing here in Vora Volcano right now. Power usage, very high, OBS. Woohoo! Okay. Hopefully my computer doesn't explode. I'm trying to multi-stream all of this. So now, what we gotta do, there's a couple of things we gotta do. There's a new character called Erica that I have not properly implemented yet. Or she's in the game, but I need to actually properly recruit her. And you can do that one of two ways. Fight Skelosaur before the town gets destroyed, in which case you will see this town. And once you tell her that you've beaten let's see here. Let's have Vora in the main room if Skelosaur is defeated. And let's put him over here. Laura Skelly. Let's have it. Why am I zoomed out so far? No, let's have him facing this way. And then Erica also disappears after Skelosaur is defeated. And then we'll put her over here. If Skelosaur is defeated. Okay. So that way, when you walk into the building, if Skelosaur is defeated, the two of them will be talking to each other. Depending on which one you talk to, it can start a little bit different. We've got to make certain that he is on the right side of the screen, or the left side of the screen. And her character name is 19, I believe. Yeah, okay. There's a fly in here. That might have been what Tucker was worried about earlier. Hey, I appreciate you checking in, but with the volcano ready to erupt, we have to get moving. And then there'll be a slightly different text from the Guardian if you talk to him first. Hold on. OBS tells me I've dropped 112 frames, which I don't understand. It says 0.1%, so I assume I'm still in a good threshold, maybe? Anyway, Guardian. What's on the top? We gotta get out of here. And I'll just continue from Erica's end and copy it over to Laura's. Change actor images. Everybody has to be laughing. Which you guys can't see because OBS is stupid. Oh, shit. Okay. And then Erica's was... We gotta get moving. Okay. We have 1, and then actor name P1, and you get Stefan in this case. No need. I fixed the problem. And Erica would be like, "You what?" I gotta change the actor's face for every line of the conversation. Yeah, there was some lava dragon thing down. Oh, hold on. I forgot to do a check for something. You cannot be in this area unless you have the right item. Yeah. In this case, that requires the heat patch, which is okay. Where you will just take damage the more you go into if you don't have the heat patch, you aren't protected from the heat of the volcano, and that will just start knocking you down. Which means if we just start here with absolutely nothing equipped, we'll just start taking damage. Hold on 1 second. Actually, let's up the level for Stefan. We'll start at level 25. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you're just taking damage. The more time you spend in Vora Volcano. And you drown, and you warp, and you take a lot of damage there. You can also repeatedly take damage as you're drowning in the lava. So, just fine. Yeah, I forgot about that. It's added. You can't just walk through the volcano. You need protection. Okay. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Yeah, there's some lava dragon thing down at the bottom of the volcano. Which you wouldn't see if the difficulty set to nothing. Beating it seems to have made the volcano stop rumbling. And then let me grab Vora's text here. Wow, they're right. I don't hear or feel anything. You fought a dragon. Lad, I don't know how to thank you enough. My knee's in the shot, but I want to be comfortable. If you need anything at all, tell me. Okay, so we want to let's have choices here. Let's have okay. So the first one, middle. First one will be the forest gem, of course. And then we'll say, does this work actually? Can the character's name show up in a choice prompt? I don't even know. It does. Okay. Cool. Million serves. What if we just let him do that? What if he just actually gives you 1,000,000 serves? Because why not? A million serves, and then granted. And then we'll flash the screen for 5 frames. Have a sound effect. Where's it? Shine? No, it's not shine. Is it light? Not light. What am I thinking of then? What does it sound like? Sure, well that. And then he'll just increase your gold. $1,000,000. So that is 1,000,000,000. Can that happen? Yes. He'll just change your gold. He'll just give you 1,000,000 serves just because you said, give me 1,000,000 serves. And then, because this guy has wish-granting magic that he can use at his discretion with certain situations not allowing for that. For example, Volcano. Couldn't stop it because there's other magic in play. But he can give you 1,000,000 serves if you just ask for it. So... Hold on. Let's just have that play out. Have 1,000,000 serves. Granted! And then there. We have 1,000,000 serves. We now have 1,000,000 money in our wallet. I feel like maybe this flash should be a little bit longer, though. Maybe the volume of Starlight should be more, too. And then we'll say, granted on Erica as well, and then she'll be like, what? Game's still open. My bad. What can he say? I guess maybe she just won't say anything. This will be a conditional branch here. Depending on the number of members you already have in your party. Erica will be added to your troop. And it will just trigger her recruitment a little early, because she was just going to plan on joining you anyway, but yeah. There you go. I mean, she'll probably just disappear. Or no, it just switches over. Never mind. What do I want to do with Erica? Okay, now we got to actually properly explain that we're here for the gem. We don't need to actually change the character for this one. Actually, I was sent by my grandfather to gather the gem. Ah, you're a forest kid. Okay. You know, something like, alright, the gem can be yours then, but also... Zavora is a very loud and boisterous character. Mess with the volcano. Very well then, the gem is yours. It's the least I can do. For all your help. Okay, and then... we need to play... item get sound effect. And I'm gonna save the game because I haven't done that yet. And Vora gem icon is number 136. Okay. So it's plug in. You got the Vora gem. You guys cannot see this prompt because Windows. So, Gab, it's not enough to just say you got the gem. You also need to actually have the gem. So, which is down here somewhere. Where is it? Okay. So now the Vora gem is properly implemented as a collectible item. We'll worry about the town warp in a minute. Power usage says very high from OBS, but at the same time, I hope it's not actually damaging anything. Okay, so if Erica has already joined at this point, I'll mark that. Oh wait, hold on a second. Laura say something, and then we'll have Erica say something depending on if she's been already collected. So I can't get over how you, a young kid, took on a dragon. We'll go something wrong with that. Quite the opposite. You must be very strong. I'm quite strong myself and been looking for a reason to expand my training more. What do you want to go for? He just calls everyone lad. I don't care. If I can, and you can just say no. Something wrong with that side. What can I say here? To say no to Erica. We'll just have him start with a reason. and then we'll have Vora interrupt you. Which I believe is... No, wait for input. Okay, so it's the... Oh, got it. Oop, wrong button. Of course you can, and then just, of course you can. Yeah, we are about to hit an ad break here. No, not quite. Not yet, never mind. A little early. The way I picture Erica is she's this very cheerful and energetic kind of character. At this point with Bora, if the town gets destroyed, she's of course going to be probably a lot more monotone. So you can see her being as excited as she can be. But if you try to recruit her after the town's already been destroyed, we'll write that in a minute. But she's going to be a little bit more severely depressed because the entire town has been destroyed. But we will write more of this when I come back. We're going to hit an ad break here in about a minute. So we are back. Take Tucker out, wherever he is. He's over there. So far, Multistream is going pretty good. We'll leave that up. Come back to this. Hang tight, guys. We'll be right back. Alright. We're back. I went to the wrong scene. There we go. Okay. We are in the middle of a conversation. Okay, we're in the middle of a conversation here. Yeah, as I was saying, Erica will be very energetic of her being assigned, or her being recruited, I mean, at this point, with Vora being in a better state. Once Vora gets completely destroyed, her tone is going to shift. So we get happy Erica here, and then we get sad Erica later. But let's see, what can she say? Oh, yay. After the, I don't want to say something like, I promise I won't let you down, or whatever. I want to be like, I want to lead into this. Raised her since she was a kid. Because Vora is Erica's dad, but not her, not by blood relation. All of my characters have like some kind of tragic backstory to them. And in Erica's case, she was just dumped off. I want her to grow to be this. Her motivation in life is to. I feel like my music is maybe too loud, maybe, or is it just not loud on my end? Best of audio is at -30. Shouldn't be too loud, but at the same time, I can't tell. Anyway, yeah, Erica was dumped off, but so I want her to her motivation is to grow into the person that her parents would be proud of. The type of person that they missed out on. Seeing grow. So we'll have you press on that. You can have access to this whole story here. There go my flappers. So now she gets to go into the spiel of, hey, this is my character arc. Every character has something, and it tends to evolve with the parents. I don't know why, the parents tends to just be the default tragic, oh no story that makes me want to be better. Stefan's parents are dead, Hamilton's parents are dead, Helen's parents are dead, Jennifer's are alive, but her sister was taken in a bandit raid, and Andrew and Andrea, nothing really wrong there, I don't think. Lester is a disgraced circus clown. Matt, girlfriend died. Marina, her boyfriend left after things. And Erica's parents just left her alone. And Chris is just old. And his sister died. And Dakota, her family died. And it's just like all this. you gotta give your character some kind of tragic backstory in order to make them grow into the kind of character that they are. And you know, we all need that, I guess. That's just kind of how you grow as a person, is some kind of serious traumatizing event that makes you go, I don't want this to happen to me again. I don't want this to happen to anybody else. How do I make myself better? Alternatively, you can be the villain and go, how do I make everybody else feel the same pain? Which is some of the characters, actually. Then you get the bad guys. Then Mandy's brothers are missing. Who do we got here? Everybody has a backstory here. Kira escaped from home. Sobi is just legitimately dead. Stan is just misplaced from this world. Daniel's parents were abusive. Lamendi is looking for her lost brothers. Yeah. Fun times. Okay. Everybody's got a story, man. YouTube has this new AI thing where you can ask it to summarize the video, and it'll pick up at certain points. I did that with the Mario Party video I put out today to see what it would do, and it brought up several different, it brought up the build-up, brought up some of the mini-games, but it also kept confusing me and Kyle. Like, it kept saying I was playing as Yoshi, even though I was playing as Mario, and it understood the third place wins concept, but it still kept saying Kyle was winning while also saying I won the game. Which makes sense considering Kyle got first in the video, but hey. Back to the conversation. People still lighting fireworks over here. Ah, there go my flappers. I'll just give her a random divot here. Not all bad. Thanks to Vora, I learned what it means to be strong, to stay strong, and to be strong. Yeah, full conversation. I meant to add a quest to this, but I'll probably do that later. A quest marker of some kind. Yeah, I need to add, because there's a quest there to mark. I'm trying to open up the document I have, but Google Drive is just it is quest what? 91. Okay. I need to actually start plus 91. Thanks. Quest number 91. Has to do with volcano. Because you get this not from Erica, you get this from Bora himself. So I have it marked as the Sword Woman quest, but she's not the one who gives it to you. So you didn't mark it right. Volcanic. What can I name this thing? That's why I haven't been doing the quests at all, because I don't know. Yeah. Volcano, volcanic. Kind of danger, I guess. W is weight, right? That's not a thing on here. Never mind. Okay, and I need to change the variables of quests to 1. And the variables of Bora's quest, wherever that is. There we go. Also to 1. And also Erica joins. Okay, after all of that... Save the game. The default time for a timeout on Twitch is 600 seconds. How long is that? 10 minutes. Okay. Just making sure. Oh, all this needs to also be here. Needs to be at the very end of everything, actually. Also need to add the gem value. Forgot about that. Add that to 1. I think I have that for Aora. Yeah, I do. Okay. Oh, but I didn't actually assign anything. Oops. Okay, hold on. I need to actually give you the Aora gem here. Okay. Alright, so we will set the Kelsor event on. We can make these two appear. Hey, I appreciate you checking in, but with the volcano ready to erupt, we have to get moving. No need, I fixed the problem. You... what? Yeah, there was some lava dragon thing down at the bottom of the volcano. Beating it seems to have made the volcano stop rumbling. Wow, they're right. I don't hear or feel anything. You fought a dragon? Lad, I don't know how to thank you enough. If you need anything at all, tell me. I'll take 1,000,000 serves. Granted! Enjoy the wealth, lad. Actually, I was sent by my grandfather to gather the gems. Ah, you're a forest kid. Very well, then. The gem is yours. It's the least I can do for all your help. I hope you gather the others ASAP, lad. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, I can't get over how you, a young kid, took on a dragon. Something wrong with that? Quite the opposite. You must be very strong. I'm quite strong myself, and I've been looking for a reason to expand my training more. Lad, are you wanting to go with Forest Kid? If I can. No. Sorry, of course you can! Oh, yay, thanks, Dad. Take care of my girl, lad. I've raised her since she was a kid. Since she was a kid? Ah, there go my flappers. That's okay. Long story short, Vora may be my dad, but not by blood. My parents abandoned me shortly after I was born. I was tossed around a few years before Vora took me in shortly before my 5th birthday. That's terrible. Not all bad. Thanks to Vora, I learned what it means to stay strong and be strong. He's the toughest there is. Aside from me, of course. And so I'd love to travel with you and get even stronger. As a personal thanks for helping with the volcano. Erica has offered to join you. My number of members is off right now, so it put her in the party, even though I don't actually have room for her. Oh, I need to fix the portraits. Okay, and then all of this is also brought over to the Guardians, so that way it's still the same conversation no matter who you talk to. It just starts off a little bit different. You cannot cheer in your own channel. Well, let me do the thing. The song ends and then just restarts. Okay, so that is Vora from beginning to end. The good route. Four Swords Adventures. Say Erica. Granted! What? If you take Erica as your option, that entire backstory is just glanced over and you don't hear about it again. Well, not from here anyway. It might show up again later. I don't know. But then there's this other event here, where it's the same conversation, but with the text turned off. So we have Erica main as this one. So we'll say she starts off sweat, I guess. So like it conveys as much of the conversation as it can in just emotion bubbles. So you get like no context, but it's essentially like there's still like a speed run version of the game where you just it gives you a brief cutscene of just speech bubbles. Or emotion bubbles, not even speech bubbles, just emotion bubbles. And, and what would be a 5-minute conversation is instead like 5 seconds. So I thought it'd be funny. But yeah, that means I have to recreate the conversation somehow too. Fit into the context of speech bubbles. Which means, but the speech bubbles, because the main text, because the main text is disabled, you don't get any of the context for the story, you don't get any of the choice prompts, which means you completely lose out on million sirs. You can, it still gives you the main important stuff, like the gem and any new party members, or any weapons that you would find. Any important objects that are granted to you through the conversation are still granted to you, so you don't miss anything important, you just don't get context for what it all is. So, it's fun. Okay, so that would be... Yeah, it will skip Erica, it'll skip the money, so we'll just go delete all of that. Question. Player. Music note. Music note. It will be for the gem. And then all of this can be summarized somehow. Exclamation. Light bulb. And Bora. Heart. Erica. Also heart. And then we'll say you're fine with that. Okay. And that will be... Whoa. Okay. This. Be put into Gab text. Whoop, that's the wrong button. Hold on. You good? Okay. And then this entire thing can just be straight up deleted. And then we'll put a wait for the next gab, because this then needs to be for the quest notification. Waiting does not work in the Gab text. Despite OBS being a complete power hog, the CPU has been doing fine. Multi-streaming seems to be working okay with RPG Maker. And it'll work just fine tomorrow with Link's Awakening. Twilight Princess is where things are going to get a little screwy. Okay, so all of this, well, sorry, copy page, paste page, change Erica to the Guardian. You okay, buddy? Is there a way to see live streams on YouTube? Because there's no section for that. You just have to already be subscribed to the... Alright, live, here we go. You have to click on the live tag. Not a tab, it's a tag. Okay, now it'll give you a bunch of live things. Okay. So first of all, the characters the people you've already subscribed to, and then everyone else. And of course, because I'm small time, I'm just not there. But hey. Okay, so after... okay, so let's say... Copy page, paste page. We'll change the switch to Erica joined. Switch all these up here. We don't need any of that. And then it's the same thing, but the text off, nothing happens. Okay. Erica, however, has an entirely other thing here. Go to my asset map and take Erica's page here. Actually, hold on. Let's take this Erica, bring it over here. 3 Ericas. Why not? Copy the page. And then copy this page. And delete Erica number 3. took my whole life to get where I am now, and I can only get stronger from here. Oh, this is... Wait a minute. Hold on. Way ahead of myself. Never mind. Okay, so I think that's all the conversation-related stuff we can do for Vora as a good state. We still need to do the disaster state. What's going to happen there is we actually have the characters flee to Bora. Where's Bora's house? Where's Erica in this town? I don't think I put her in the right spot. Oh yeah, she's in the wrong spot. It's gonna be a whole conversation, and I still need to figure out exactly how I want to plan that. So, might probably hit another ad break here in a few minutes. I'm starting to figure this out. So if you get at least five gems, before resolving Bora's situation, the volcano erupts, town gets destroyed, and most residents flee to Bora. Bora tries to stay back and stop the volcano, or he lives. I'm still undecided. I might actually have him live, because they'll both be in the Guardian of Bora's house, and Bora is a character who just wants to sleep, but Bora is a very loud and boisterous character, so the two dynamics might actually might keep Bora alive just for the dynamic clash there, but I still need to figure out exactly how I want to do that. So I might just call this one here. for right now, that might be the end of this stream. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in, those of you who did. Successful multi-stream. Things seem to be going pretty good on YouTube's end. We'll see what Link's Awakening does tomorrow. I'm told there's going to be something happening in the afternoon tomorrow, so we might do an evening stream tomorrow instead. Link's Awakening at 7 p.m. tomorrow, and then Link's Awakening at 1 p.m. on Sunday if things go well. Yeah, okay. And then more Zelda Randomizer. That one, I'm not entirely sure how well the multi-stream is going to go. That's going to eat up my computer resources. Okay, but I don't think we'll try it. But just from the short stream I did on Wednesday, didn't go too well. But, I mean, it worked. I just had to keep monitoring it, and I don't know. But... Hi, Axial Myth Games. Hello. You got Sheik as your random Zelda character. How's it going? But yeah. Hi. So far, multi-stream is working pretty good. Yeah. Hello, Axio. Myth, you came in right as we're about to end stream, but I hope you had a good day. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Trying to extend my reach out here. Multi-stream is working pretty well so far. Hopefully it picks up with YouTube and with Twitch and the new videos I'm putting out. Thank you all so much for watching. We are going to find someone to raid out to. I hope you get a good rest of the country. Hey, thanks for coming in anyway, man. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Let's find... Oh, I don't even think YouTube can raid out, actually. So I might have to end the multi-stream here just so my computer doesn't explode when trying to open out Twitch. So, YouTube, thank you for watching. Have a good one. See you around. Goodbye.